This is the 12:54 departure to Crewe. Board passengers here first of all. So press T. Put the headlights to the day position. Put the climate control to auto. Turn the day rate off because the signal up ahead is clear. And put the master key in, reverser to neutral. Reset the AWS. Do the NRN radio test call.
Welcome to the remote radio test unit. Please leave your message after the test.
This is the NRN radio test call.
This is the NRN radio test call.
Okay, after that we need to go outside, set up the destination, so control F12, Aberdeen, Birmingham, Brockwell North, Bournemouth, Bristol, Cambridge, Cardiff, Coventry, Darlington, Derby, Dundee, Durham, Edinburgh, Exeter, Glasgow. I'll do the rest. Guildford, Holyhead, Linton Spa, Leeds, Liverpool, London Euston, Manchester, Newcastle, Newquay, Nottingham, Oxford, Paignton, Penzance, Plymouth, Reading, Sheffield, Southampton, Stansted Airport, Stoke-on-Trent, Weston-super-Mare, Wolverhampton, York, not in use, special, spare. Let's go. So depart Crewe at 12:53. We are following along train 1 Sierra 58, the 10:50. London Euston to Glasgow Central service, calling at London Euston, Crewe, Warrington Bank Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston, Lancaster, Oxenholme Lake Districts, Penrith North Lakes, Carlisle, and the Glasgow Central. The next stop is Warrington Bank Quay at 13:14. Return the guard buzzer with Control B. Reverse to forward. Power to notch 1. So departing Crewe, the speed limit is 20 miles an hour, and we have about 24 miles to Warrington Bank Quay. So we're on the West Coast Main Line Missing Link, which currently runs from Sandwell and Dudley to Wigan North Western and Liverpool Lime Street. So this is Crewe. I've been here many times, and you really don't know what's going to turn up. So there's a 319 coming in from Manchester. So the line to the right goes to Manchester, Piccadilly and Stockport and Windsor. The line to the left goes to the Crewe Heritage Centre, Chester and the North Wales coast to Holyhead. So leaving Crewe, we're going over the down slow and onto the down fast, where we should accelerate up to 110 miles per hour. I don't think I've actually been between these stations, so Crewe, Warrington and Wigan, but I've definitely been to all three of them separately. Also, out here is the APT, the one that's preserved here. And I know Alan Thomson will be thrilled to see this, even though he already has. I have been on this a few times before, and I even saw it tilt, which is cool. I think what the Heritage Centre did was they made the ATP tilt a few times. I think it hasn't done that since it retired. I think they did that about a few years ago. I mean the tilting showcase, not the actual retirement. So Crewe platform 12, Warrington platform 3 and Wigan platform 5. So the next station should be Winsford. I was going to do this in a Voyager, mean a Pendolino, but if you've seen my streams, Pendolinos hate me for some reason, so I went with a Voyager. It's different. So what's on this route? I think the new part just includes, I think Stafford to Liverpool was already in phase 1, I think. Then phase 2 just extends to Warrington Bank Quay and Wigan North Western. So this is absolutely amazing to see in Transit finally. I mean, I don't know why Dovetail hasn't already done this part of the West Coast Main Line, because this has so much potential, because now you could do like Liverpool to London, but split it into different bits. So you could do like Liverpool Lime Street to Runcorn, and then Crewe, then Stafford, then change to the Trent Valley, go to Rugby, and then change back to the West Coast Main Line South from Rugby to Euston. And hopefully, when they do the part from Wigan to Preston, you could do a literal full run of the West Coast Main Line all the way from Euston to Glasgow Central. That would be so cool to do. But it hasn't been finished yet, so you got a while to wait. So starting from London, part 1 will be from London Euston to Rugby. Part 2 could be from Rugby to Stafford, then Stafford to Preston, Preston to Carlisle, then Carlisle to Glasgow. Or you can have the extension round to Edinburgh. So you could do like a normal Avanti West Coast train. You could do a mail train with a 325 from Willesden to Shieldmuir. You could do the Caledonian Sleeper from London to Glasgow and Edinburgh. You could do some sort of freight run. There's literally so many different possibilities, and hopefully we should get the complete loop around with Birmingham. So you would come off the main West Coast Main Line at Rugby, through Coventry into Birmingham, then round through Senwell and Dudley and Wolverhampton, then join up back in Stafford. Or you could do like a diversion if you could like come off the West Coast Main Line in Crewe, go through Manchester, through Bolton, and then rejoin the West Coast Main Line near Leyland. Actually, I think the junction is closer to Acton Balshaw Lane. So we're in the Just Trains Voyager, not the North Wales Coast one. So we've got 221131. So this stereo did not come with the missing link. I made this one myself. So because of quarantine, service on this line has drastically decreased. Well, passenger traffic has decreased. Freight is about the same. So between Crewe and Weaver Junction, you've got Avanti West Coast from London to Liverpool and Glasgow. Then you have trains come off at Crewe towards Manchester. Speed limit is also 125. Yeah, sorry about the frame rate. It is a little bit resource intensive. And maybe I shouldn't have put anti-aliasing on. You also got LNWR trains between Birmingham New Street and Liverpool. We're now approaching Windsor Station, or Winsford Station. So it should be greens all the way to near Wigan. And we've also got the Caledonian Sleeper out of Euston, but instead of 2 trains going out to Scotland, there's one that leaves at 9:15. So you got coming out of Euston and goes to Edinburgh, splits, where one half goes north to Inverness, and then the other goes to Glasgow Central. and that's it. So OBS is fine. Yeah, OBS doesn't have much problems recording stuff. It just has problems streaming it. But recording and streaming are two different things. What else do I want to say? I think for the next part, I think like phase 3. If I had the choice, I would do Wigan to Preston just so you could complete the entire West Coast Main Line. But I think the way that they might go, or highly likely, is that they might complete the Birmingham loop. I think they might do like Birmingham, New Street to Sunwell and Dudley. Then you could hook it up with the West Coast Main Line South, so you could drive literally all the way from Euston to Wigan. That would be monumental. Wonder if the train sim can actually handle it. Didn't Alan Thomson say that he managed to merge the entire the East Coast Main Line together, all the way from King's Cross, Edinburgh? Or am I thinking of things that aren't true? So in this video, you should see some Avanti trains heading south. You should see some freight trains, some northern trains, some 350s. So it's pretty quiet. You'll also have to wait and see what I put in Arpley Yard, or Apsley Yard in Warrington. I think we're coming up on Acton Bridge. And then after Acton Bridge is Weaver Junction, where the line north goes to Warrington, then the line to the left goes towards Liverpool and Runcorn. Not in that order. So I think the one I'm on is the down fast, and the next one, the one next to me, is probably the up fast, I think. There's a 350 from Liverpool to Birmingham. So we should be passing through Acton Bridge pretty soon. Yeah, there will be some jutters here and there as the simulator just loads in the next bit of the route. So this is Acton Bridge Station. So frame rate wise, I'm getting about 20 FPS. I think when I did a test run of this, I got like 30 to 40. It's lower because I have OBS running as well. So I think the next video might be a return journey. Don't know what I'll do though. It might be like Liverpool to Crewe, or like Wigan to Crewe. No, that's it. So we are now approaching Weaver Junction. So the line joining us is from Runcorn and Liverpool South Parkway and Liverpool Lime Street. So I think it should be 125 all the way to Warrington. And then immediately after Warrington, Bank Quay is Warrington Royal Mail Terminal. So at the moment, it is possible to do like a full run in a 325 from Warrington to Shilmure. Nope, Willesden. But you will have to stop in both Stafford and Rugby. Maybe you could do like a train fault or something, or just stop for no reason. But it should be really cool to drive a full mail train on half West Coast Main Line. Oh yeah, I should also add that you need to be a subscriber to AlanThomsonSim.com to get this route. So it's £30 a year, which I think is more than worth it for this route alone, just because of its sheer size. Also with this, you also get the Leeds Lines Phase 2. I said the Leeds Lines. Yeah, pretty much Doncaster, Leeds, York. And a bunch of other stuff that I've forgotten. So we get a lot of content, lots of high quality content for £30 a month, which is cool. So Warrington in about 3.5 miles, so speed limit is decreasing to 100 miles per hour. So the day of recording is the 6th of May. So I'm hoping to get this out on the same day. Just because this is brand new and it's insanely detailed. Oh yeah, also today is the day that Armstrong Powerhouse announced that they're working on the Class 375 and 377 enhancement pack. I mean, it's really cool to see that they're doing the 375 and 377. I mean, they have worked on the 375 and 377 before with a sound pack, but all that was just sounds and not like a complete overhaul of the original one from the Brighton main line. So when you cross over this bridge, you know you're near Warrington. So coming up shortly should be Apsley Yard, where we join the line from Chester via Runcorn East. So services coming from Chester are the northern trains from Chester to Leeds via Warrington, Warrington Bank Quay, Manchester Victoria, Rochdale, Todmorden, Bradford and Leeds. We've also got Transport for Wales trains from the North Wales coast to Manchester Airport. So on the right is Apsley Yard. Yeah, I just put a few things in it, like 366s, few hoppers, 70s, 67 just shunting some HTAs because I thought that would look cool. So in Warrington Bank Quay, we are due into platform 3. Yes, and I've been to Warrington lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of times. It's a cool station. Oh yeah, when you go to Warrington, make sure you don't miss stuff going underneath. I don't know if stuff actually goes underneath anymore. I think it was mainly just coal trains that went underneath, and biomass ones to Fiddler's Ferry. And also Warrington Bank Quay is the first place I saw Transpennine 68s and coaches. I think on the right is a factory for Unilever. If you go to Warrington Bank Quay and look at the factory, you'll see a giant logo with a U on it. So this station is amazingly modelled. They did an amazing job. So arrival at Warrington Bank Quay. The next stop is Wigan North Western, arriving at 13:25. So departing Warrington Bank Quay, the speed limit is 90 miles per hour, and we have about 12 miles to Wigan North Western. So shortly the line through Warrington Central should pass over us, assuming I can get a decent frame rate. So speed limit is 90, going down to 80, then back up to 90 again. Is this actually on the map? So is Warrington Central on the map? It is not. Like, why did you cut off the bit from Hunts Cross to Manchester? Was it to save on resources? It was probably that. So coming up shortly should be Warrington Royal Mail Terminal. This is actually take 2 because on the first run it went well until that 158 didn't decide to move like that stupid 390 in Liverpool South Parkway. Was it recently and things just breaking? So on the right is Warrington Royal Mail Terminal. Then shortly after that should be a junction coming off towards Earlstown, then through Newton Willows to Manchester Victoria, Oxford Road, Piccadilly, the airport, and everything else. But if you wanted to go to Suffolk Crescent, you would have to reverse in Oxford Road. Go through Deansgate to Oxford Road, reverse there, back through Deansgate to Suffolk Crescent. So coming up to 90. Yeah, sorry for the lag. It's either train sim just loading in the next bit of the map, or it's just that I should have turned off anti-aliasing. So I'm already speeding. So today's stream, that was from Neville Hill to Leeds, then Leeds to Doncaster, and then Birmingham New Street to International. It was another successful stream. If not for some technical problems, like the encoder being overloaded. Yeah, I wish I could get more RAM, but I don't think. Wait, can you deliver RAM? I mean, it is pretty small. I think you could deliver RAM. So the line going to the left goes towards Earlstown and then Newton Willows. We should have crossed over that just near Golborne Junction, where we join the line from Newton Willows and then into Wigan North Western. Also, limit is going up to 100. So the first time I recorded this, I was stuck outside Golborne Junction for ages. It's because the 158 in front of it, going to Windermere, decided not to move. Yeah, it's another case of a Pendolino. So I just went into the editor, took it out, and then redrove from Crewe to Warrington at 5 times speed. Yeah, it's kind of funny seeing all the scenery not load in because you're going that fast. So we're going down to 90, then back up to 100. So the line crossing over us is between Earlstown and Newton Willows. Mainly trains in there, just like northern stopping trains from Crewe to Liverpool via Manchester. You've got northern trains from Leeds to Chester. You've got Transpennine trains from Scarborough and Newcastle and Edinburgh to Liverpool Lime Street. What else is there? I think that's it. This is Golborne Junction. So Wigan North Western in about 6 miles. So speed limit going up to 100, then up to 110. So it's a pretty fast section. So at Wigan North Western, we will join the line from Ince, and then that will go downhill into Wigan Wallgate. Also need to start thinking about slowing down for Northwestern. We should also see a through a 9 from Wigan North Western to Liverpool Lime Street, calling at all stations. So our speed is just about to go above 100 miles per hour. The original Voyager interior, with coughing and phones and sneezing. There's a Voyager from Glasgow to Euston. I think all these trains would normally be from the Pendolinos, but recently you can already guess that Pendolinos don't really like me that much because they decided to glitch out. So I think I'll start braking from 110 at about 2.5 miles from Wigan North Western. Even though the platforms are at Wigan North Western, they are pretty long, so might enter the platform at about 30, 35-ish. So coming up shortly, so this is, I think it's somewhere near Springs Branch. So the line from the left should be joining from Ince, well, from the Liverpool end. If that's right, it's probably not. So then you got Springs Branch Junction, then a depot on the right, a new northern depot, round the corner into Wigan North Western. And then beyond that, which is not modelled yet, you will go to Acton, Balshaw Lane, then the line from Bolton, the Bolton corridor, and then Leyland, then a few more junctions, then Preston. So on the right is Wigan Springs Branch Junction. If I could get a more decent frame rate. Speed limit is going down to 80. I think it's that this part is just really built up. It's in yellow. Oh, because the next one is in Northwestern. That would make sense. So enter Wigan North Western no faster than 20 miles an hour, just to make sure that I don't trip the TPWS. There's a 309 going out to Liverpool Lime Street. So the line from the left is going downhill into Wigan Wallgate. So if you want to try this scenario out for yourself, a link to Google Drive will be in the description, where you can download the scenario file and install it. So this is Wigan North Western, and it looks absolutely amazing, and I've been here many many times, and it looks absolutely amazing. So thank you for watching. Follow me on Twitter for future video updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. So arrival into Wigan North Western.